What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. A little change of gears here. I am at the pet cemetery here at the Presidio in San Francisco here. This little tiny pet cemetery is just so beautiful, just so heartbreaking too, just to see all these little stones all around me. We're going to explore this little cemetery here, and let's get on with it. The Presidio here, it was established at the mouth of the San Francisco Bay as a Spanish military outpost in 1776. The Presidio stands today as the testament to the longest operating Army installation in the America West and California's complex past as both a Spanish colony and territory of independent Mexico. So that's a little bit of a background on the Presidio here. There's a lot of, you know, it's a former military post here. There's a lot of abandoned buildings. There's some buildings that are occupied, it looks like, as I was driving in, by other businesses. But then there's a lot of buildings that are boarded up against the former buildings of this military base here. So maybe I could do another video or some videos for my other channel from this place as well, because this place looks super interesting. So let's get up in here and explore. So the pets that are buried in this cemetery, they are or were loyal pets to the families that were stationed here, the military families that were stationed here. Some of these dates go way back. They said on the thing that I read that some of these stones mimic stones from military cemeteries as well. So let's check it out and see what's doing here. Our knucklehead, parakeet to paradise. Aww. It says on this one, I don't think it's an actual grave, but it says, "The love these animals gave will never be forgotten. The Presidio of San Francisco." And some of these are just hidden under bushes and plants as well. Smudge. April 1st, 1947 to April 19th, 1956. It doesn't really say, the bottom of the stone's broken. It doesn't say what kind of an animal this was, but that date goes way back. That stone is in there. I don't know what kind of vegetation is in here. I'm not gonna sit here and climb around in something too deep, but let's see here. To have, to love, and then to part is the greatest sorrow of the heart. I think that's what it says. It says Pika. That's all it has on that one. Some of these are actual stones people have had made, and some of these are just wooden. Gotta watch myself in here. That looks like that has like Chinese writing on it or something, very faint. But is there a front to this? No, there's nothing on the other side of it either. As you can see, this thing was built right. This thing was built right over the cemetery. I guess it's part of the freeway here, or the roadway up here. I'm sure at one time this area was completely clear until they built this. Sweet Alyssum, the Yellow Canary's 6 Happy Years, 1969. Oh. This kind of stuff breaks my heart, like with kids also. Fremont, a great cat. That looks like actually a pretty new stone, and not so old. Like I said, some of these don't determine or say what kind of animal it was, and some do. Patsy, she loved fun. February of 1952 to March of 1956. I think at the bottom there's a, I can't read it all, but I think it has something about the owner. It looks like it's C-O-L, possibly a colonel. Maybe a colonel had this pet. And then this one, all it says is Big Red Dog. Sure, there was a lot of heartbroken children that had to bring their pets here. Military families, kids of people in the military. Have to watch where I step in here. Some of this ground is very soft. That's it. Erskine, it says Siamese, and it has 55. The bottom, I would assume 1955. Some of these, you can kind of tell sometimes by the names that they were a dog or something too, but we can only guess. Slatty. That one is. The dates on it. I think that the first date on the bottom underneath the name is, I think it's August of 1940, but it's really hard to make out, and the death date right there is not even legible. Dandy, March 28th, 1967 to March 31st, 1982. Beloved pet of Jim, Haiti, and Bill McKenzie. That's like a traditional stone right there. That's nice. They made a nice little grave for this little animal. I think it might have been a dog. Possibly. It's a nice, cute little gated in, but I think it's Pierre, 1966 to 1972. Gretel Russell, June 1954 to October 1966. And it says loyal something or other on the bottom. I can't make that out. Mitzi, August of 1948 to January 1957, pet dog. A lot of these stones are just homemade, it looks like. And some of them people had actually made, you know. Lord Britt, 1954 to 1967, beloved pet of the Shiros. Polly Kenny, 51 years. Now, I would assume that's probably dog or cat years, maybe, when they died. I don't know if an animal would actually live 51 human years. Those are probably referring to pet years, I'm sure. Some of these are fairly recent, and some of these go way back. Tyson T-Bone Brooks, September 6th, 1987 through August 8th, 1991. Daddy's sneaky dog, Mama's faithful companion. Thank you for 4 years of unconditional love. We love you. Man, rest in peace, the very bottom. God, I got a tear in my eye reading that one. God, because I know the pain of losing a pet. Children and pets always bring a tear to my eye, you know? Oh boy. Ernesto, our Miracle Beta, 2 of 08 to 7 of 09. This one is interesting. A lot of these pet cemeteries, a lot of these, you know, that I've seen, I've only been in, this is only my second one that I've been in. I noticed it's a lot of homemade stones and stuff like that. Some of them are professionally done, like from a monument company, and there's a lot of homemades as well. Like this one right here. Gotta watch this dirt here, because this dirt, I'll sink in a little bit. You gotta watch this. Freddie Fish died August 9th, 1987. Oh boy. This one is interesting. I don't know what animal it was. I'm sure there was a name here at one time, but it's just weather beaten, time beaten. Daisy, 1992 to 2004. I guess the owner was Al Charucci. This one person has had 3 animals. Randy, August 6, 1981 to April 8th, 1994. Collie Husky, it says. Same owner's name. And a collie, another one, Guy. 1972 to 1989, I think it is on that one over there. The Boogeyman, 1994 to 1999. Looks like there's possibly a picture in a frame on this stone too. Gotta watch where I step in here. It's much like the other animal pet cemetery that I was in a while back. There's just graves all over the place in here. And when you go off the main path here, you're almost stepping on them. And this is owned by the same owner too, Mr. Twister, October 6th, 1988. He will be in my heart wherever he goes. My number one dearful little man in Bassett clothes. And the owner was Ken. So Ken looks like owned Mr. Twister. And then also Ken also owned Raspberry. It's true, my Bassett has gone away. I know we had to part, but she'll be with me every day within my loving heart. There's a little statue. Yeah, this is just... oh boy. Smoochie. December 24th, 1946 to July 8th, 1963. Colonel and Mr. SSH Crosby. So this was owned by a colonel. This, I guess, his dog, possibly. Over here, they got some chairs set up for people to sit and enjoy. A lot of vegetation's covering up some of these. Let's see over here. I see one that looks pretty. This bird looks like a cockatiel. Superstar, 1999 to 2022, son of a beak. So I guess you can still put animals in here, I guess. I don't know if you have to set it up through the Presidio here, or you can just come in and bury your animals. I don't know. I gotta look into that one, because that's a real recent burial this year. Schultz, Kobe Schultz. It says 71 to 80, then it says May 85. There might be 2 animals in this one. This one is Pugs, November 1981 to April 1988. All right, it's a little rabbit. Have sweet dreams about carrots. Oh. Getting down to the back of it here, it's not very big, but this stuff, oh god, I hate, I mean, I just, animals and, like I said, animals and kids, whew, they get me in the feelers, in the heart, you know. This looks like it was a fish. Silver, 1987. I think to 1997 it looks like. And it looks like there's a picture of a fish on the stone. And Wolfie. This was a dog, I guess 73 to 92. That dog lived a minute. Chimichina, I think, a shoe-loving kitty paired by skunks, raccoons, and other vermin. Be warm and dry. 3rd of June, 1993 to November 15th, 2008. Even got a little flower. Woody, our one great wiener dog, Aloha. Oh. Mehetable, September 56 to August of 64. Faithful and loyal, Siamese. Oh, it's a cat. Aw, Tippy. Daddy's little baby boy, July 23rd, 1971 to December 22nd, 1986. Oh, look at that little dog. Here's a picture. Oh, it says, the military personnel stationed at the Presidio once buried their deceased pets in this burial plot. Grave markers were provided by the pet owners. The cemetery is operated by the post veterinarian and is maintained by private funds and local scouts. Donated by the Presidio Society. So yeah, a lot of, like I said before, a lot of homemade markers in there. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you all so much for joining me on this adventure. Like I said, a little bit of a change of gears, you know, but it's still a cemetery nonetheless. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button and click that bell icon. Click that bell icon. Therefore, you get notified of all my future uploads, guys. Peace out and enjoy.